Alright, let's try this for a new camera positioning. I hope this is a bit better. But yeah, I'm just going to show you how the progress is as far as the helmets go. Yeah, again here the thinner dried up because I left for the day, so to say, because yeah, it was enough work for one day. But also removing the paint of the M35 here. And I mean, this is coming off easy, and just have to be careful here because it still has the original paint beneath, so I need to carefully kind of scrape it off. Wait, is it even in frame? That's the big question. I hope so. Anyway, also here's the other M35, the Ns68, now free of paint, and also the inside is now nice again. So this is ready to be repainted. And right, let's continue. Same, well, mostly goes for the Hkp M42. It also has original Luftwaffe paint on the inside and a dome stamp, which is very nice. And yeah, there's just some remnants of the paint still on there, which I need to remove, but that shouldn't take too long. Most of it is gone and it does dissolve, so we'll see. And last but not least is this Luftwaffe M40. I just need to remove the tan and then I can repaint it in Blaugrau. So it should also not take all that long. Hopefully it dissolves. Oh, can paint anyway. So as for these two helmets, the method I'm going to use to remove the paint is this. Well, it doesn't look very sophisticated, but it works very well. You just do this, and the paint comes off. And it's a lot quicker than using chemicals, and also you don't have the issue of, well, all the mess that the thinners make. Because I mean, you can see it here. It's I mean, I had to resort to thinners on this tan paint on the inside here because it's very stubborn. But I'll get to that when I continue with this helmet. Hopefully, I'll be able to get off the paint more easily now. And it looks like it actually softened it a bit. Never mind. Have to actually have this sit in fumes of the thinner to actually get that paint off, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but I digress. So I'll just continue with this and yeah, use the procedure I just displayed to you, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'll then get to you when I'm going to apply the decals to the M35 that I already sprayed, because that's going to be next on my list, because now the paint had enough time to harden, so I can actually apply the decals, because I can't do it right away, because then the turpentine does in fact also dissolve the new paint, which is you know, not what you want. Right, anyway, let's get at it. Well, as you can see, I'm done removing the paint from these shells, which was a lot of work. I mean, it's 5 helmet shells, so what do you expect? But yeah, I'll just use the wire wheel on a power drill. I can show you. As you can see here, that's pretty much all you need, and some thinner for the paint that does actually dissolve. So yeah, let's just show you. Starting with the Hkp M42, which will become a Luftwaffe helmet. I know the lighting is terrible, yeah, it's in the attic, so well, gotta live with it. But yeah, it's got original Luftwaffe paint on the inside and a dome stamp, but you can't see it because the lighting is terrible. I apologize for that. And next up is that's the Ns66 M40, which will also become a Luftwaffe helmet because it's got Luftwaffe paint on it, so it only makes sense. Right. next up is the Ns68 M35. It is also in very nice condition. No wait, that's the Et66 M35. The NS is next to it. But yeah, this is a very early M35. It's got original paint on the inside, but again, you can't really see because the lighting will not allow. You can sort of see it there. It's beneath some green paint, which I still need to scrape off, which will also be a lot of work again. But that's just the nature of restoring helmets. But yeah, the outside is now ready to be repainted. This will become a double decal to single decal here reissue. So that should be pretty nice. Oops, stay there. Right, next up is, in fact, the Ns68 M35, which also has original paint on the inside and a name. For some reason they decided to paint it over, which I don't really understand, but well, I've read it again. And yeah, this will become just a regular double decal here. For some reason it's got some dents here and there, but yeah, it's a very nice shell, otherwise in very good condition. And very big, and these 68 M35s are stupidly rare. And last but not least is the Et66 M40, which is a very early M40 because it's lot number 62. So this is really early 1940 production, so that's pretty cool, and it's in very nice condition. The paint on the inside was very annoying to remove though. Right, now let's get this kind of set up. It's time to paint all this. Right. Stay where you are. Now is this, which is just a cardboard box, but I digress. Where did I put the, there it is. Bit of the paint dust. I did wear a face mask when removing the paint off here because this dust is anything but healthy to inhale. Right, what should we start with? I think we're going to start with the Hkp M42 for the apple green. So we take this one and 68. And I mean, you already know what it looks like to paint the helmet, so we'll just skip that part and I'll come back to you when I'm done. And yeah, I should also put on a face mask again because again, paint dust and thinners and bleh. So yeah, I'll see you when these are painted. Well, this is what we're left with. Yeah, now these are painted. This will get a reissue over paint anyway, so it's not that much of a big deal that there's some bits of the old paint remaining. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath because I had to run down to the bottom of the house to pick up something to, well, help me with transporting these shells to somewhere where they can dry. That is this. I know it's not much, but it works. But yeah, we have many stairs here, so yeah, sorry for being out of breath a bit. Anyway, now the next two helmets will be the Se66 M40 and the Hkp 64 M42, which will both become Luftwaffe helmets. So let's continue. Well, as you can see, those are painted now too. So now all that's left is this one, and once I applied the tricolor decal to this one, I'll paint this over in Feldgrau. And yeah, now just this one. This one will become a single decal Kriegsmarine helmet. So that should be pretty cool. And yeah, as already said, these will both be single decal Luftwaffe. This will be a double decal here, and no, this one will be a double decal here, and this a single decal here reissue. So yeah, now just this one left, and then we can get to applying a lot of decals, though I don't have the Luftwaffe decals here. I think they're going to apply them themselves, so yeah, at least this one and this one, oh wait, this one will get decals. Anyway, let's get to it. Well, I mean, before I ship off one of those helmets, I thought I'd just show them all in their entirety, and yeah, it's quite a few helmets. So let's have a look at them after painting. Let's start with this one maybe. It's the one that's going to become the single decal hair reissue. So here's the overpainted tricolor, you can still see it pretty well. And yeah, the hair decal is going to be here. And yeah, that's the Et66 Feldgrau. Then we have the Et66 M40, which is going to become a single decal Kriegsmarine. Right. Then we have one of the finished helmets. That's the double decal Luftwaffe helmet, the Se66, which turned out very well. So yeah, there's that. Here's the helmet that I'm going to ship first. It's an Ns66 M42, also completely restored with a chin strap and a nice dome stamp here. And an original 1944 dated liner band. This one has a 1937 one. Right. Let's just start with these. It's the QVL64 M42, also with a nice dome stamp. And the reproduction liner. Turned out pretty well too. Here's the ET64 M42, also with a dome stamp and an original 1942 liner band, also completely restored, so this one's ready to go. And the well, maker unknown, or was it unknown? No, I can't see it anyway. M35, could be NS or something. This is also done with a 1944 liner band. Then we have this Q64 M40, which still needs a liner. I do have the split pins ready for it. Probably going to put a reproduction liner in it. And yeah, also a dome stamp. I haven't put one in yet. Stay there. Come on. Up. Stop it. Get some help. Right. Next is that's the CKL66 M42 with a reproduction liner and a nice dome stamp. So this one is also pretty much ready to go. Then we have my Quist M42, so Q66, again with a nice dome stamp, and a 1943 liner, and a chin strap that I made myself. And we've got this M42 by Hkp, which has original paint in the dome, which is nice, and a dome stamp. So it has become rather faint, probably because of thinness, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. At least it's still there, and it's going to become a single decal Luftwaffe. And then we've got the Se66 M40, which will also be single decal Luftwaffe, and no, I don't have a dome stamp for these, so this one's not going to get a dome stamp, but yeah, it turned out pretty well too. And last but not least, we do have the Ns68 M35, which will become a double decal here, and it's got a nice, well, kind of faint name right there. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to throw them all on a pile and make a photo, like these surrender piles. I think that will look pretty cool. And yeah, then we'll get to making the liners and assembling the helmets. And also adding dome stamps, yeah, let's not forget those. So yeah, let's get to that now.